welcome to my new YouTube channel. I am Kelsey, also known as Kelsey Mounjaro, and me on Instagram and TikTok. A lot of you have said I should get a YouTube channel and upload, so here I am doing my first ever video. Now this is a wee chatty. I put up something on my Instagram story saying send me questions, anything you want to ask. Some of them are about my weight loss journey, some of them are about my personal life. As you know, I am just going through it now. So I just thought we could take my makeup off, answer some of the questions and see how we get on. So I will give you a wee bit of an intro about me. So I am 29, I've got a wee boy called Alfie. I've been on my Mounjaro journey for 16, 17 months now, and I've lost just over 12 stone. I went from being a shellier person, and I remember uploading my first TikTok and my first Instagram and I could barely look at the camera. I was just like so self-conscious, and I've gained a lot of yous along the way, which I absolutely love. I've got such good support when it comes to my friends, my family, but also all you guys. Like you're always there for me to lean on if I need any advice. Like I pop it up and everybody always fires their advice to me, which is like so appreciated. I went for a size 26, I'm now a size 10. I went from 22 stone 8 to 10 stone 7. That's where I'm sitting at the now. I am still losing weight, however I'm going on to maintenance. Well, I'm trying to maintain, but I've just not found the right dosage. So let's just go through these questions. I have got them on my phone in front of me. Let's start with the Mounjaro questions. Where do you order Mounjaro from and where are you nervous starting it? Let me take my makeup off. I'm taking it off with a baby wipe. So I actually get my Mounjaro through a pharmacy called Voy. They are a legitimate pharmacy. I have been with them since month 2 of my journey. I went with another pharmacy to start with. My brother saw the results I was having. He went through Voy, and then he said you get coaching, you get all the good bits. You get support, you get an app, and he was actually getting a wee credit if I joined using his link. So I went through Voy. I was a genuine customer of Voy, and I think month 3 or 4 after I started documenting my journey online, they actually approached me and said, do you want to be an ambassador for Voy? Which was so super nerve-wracking, but really, really good. So I started becoming an ambassador for Voy. I've done a lot of filming for them. Really, really like the company. So yes, that's where I get it from. The second question I get about Voy is, do they offer subscriptions or can you order as to when you want? So basically how it works is you can do plans with Voy, like a 3-month plan, 6-month plan. If you select a plan, then you're locked into like a subscription, but you get a discount every month. If you just want to do a one-time purchase, they will set it up as, okay, so they basically, it is kind of like a subscription, but you're not held into it, if that makes sense. So if you wanted to do your first order and then you decided, you know what, I'm not really needing the support X, Y and Z, you would just go into the app and just cancel it before they took your next direct debit. So yes. You need to be a certain weight to qualify for Mounjaro, and how much does it cost? So you do need to be a certain weight. Your BMI needs to be above 30 to get it. When I started, my BMI was 52.5, I'm sure. Price wise, I couldn't tell you the price. You're looking at probably £200 plus for your first month. But as I said, if you go through the link in my bio, go through the eligibility, see if you're eligible, and then it will give you a price. You don't need to put any card details in if you don't want to go for it. But yes, you will get a discount going through that link as well. I've just took my makeup off with baby wipes, and I'm just going to get a hot cloth and then get my eye makeup off. BRB, I'm back. Right, what dose are you on now? And are you on a maintenance journey? So I am currently on 10 milligrams. I am supposed to be on maintenance. I started maintenance when I was 11 stone, and I have dropped to 10 stone 7. So that tells me I need to go down the doses. So I'm going to contact Boy and I'm going to ask them for my next dose to send 7.5, because I'm actually quite happy now. I didn't want to lose any more weight whatsoever, because the more weight I lose, the more wrinkly and loose my body's getting. Now, didn't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with that. I would rather have I'd rather be like a Sharpie and have my rolls and this, that, the next thing, than be how I was and be so big and unfit and just unhappy. So yes, I'm on maintenance, I need to go down a dose, and my plan is to keep going down the doses to get to 2.5, see how I feel. But I have always been quite open and saying I'm happy to be a lifer on Mounjaro. I will try and come off it, but even if I work down the doses and get that food noise back gradually, I hope that I've picked up enough good habits over these 16, 17 months to know that I'm not just going to go and scran a McDonald's, a Greggs and a Burger King at the same time. Do you know what I mean? So this is a personal one, and I've actually been thinking about this one, right? So you know I'm going through a breakup. I was with my baby daddy for 12 years. We've recently broke up, and so the question is, did Mounjaro give you the confidence to leave your relationship? Now, what I will say is, it didn't give me any confidence, right? So me and my partner, I keep calling him my partner, me and my ex are on really, really good terms to the point I have been no well the last few days. And I said to him, look, can I just come and stay? Can you do bed and bath with Alfie? And I have just slept. And he was like, no bother at all, that is totally fine. Now, what changed for me was, when I was bigger, I didn't want to go out. I didn't want to do anything. I was always like a bit of a adrenaline junkie in the back of my head, but my weight held me back for so long, to the point that even things like going out for a meal or going to the cinema or going out for drinks, we didn't really do any of that because I was really ashamed. And it's really bad to say, I didn't want, because my ex, he's a nice looking guy, and I didn't want people looking at him then looking at me and saying, why is he with her? So I kind of shut myself away, and he's always said he loved me when I was at my biggest, and he still loves me, and I love him. But it got to a point where I wanted to do so much more, and he was quite happy. He was happy not doing these things. Now, don't get me wrong, we have a wee boy, so childcare is really, really difficult, and that's got a big part to play in it. And it's no all on him. Like, we both got tired if Alfie wasn't sleeping, the arguments would start, but we are on such good terms, and we're at the point of, we still love each other, we don't want anybody else, but in order for this to work, if it does work, if we come back together in 6 months, 2 years, whatever it may be, it's meant to be. If we don't come back together, then we've always got our wee boy's best interest at heart. We don't want to stay together to argue constantly, to be at each other's throat, to like make it toxic for him. And at the end of the day, we were both unhappy to a point. So we just spending time away apart and then seeing each other, we're actually just getting on so much better. It's actually really, really nice. So I don't know if that's answered it, but it didn't give me the confidence, because I didn't want anybody else, if I'm honest. How long were you on Mounjaro before you noticed a big change in your body? Now, this is one I say to everybody. It is like the kitchen roll method. I started and I was really big and I didn't see any changes until I hit probably about a 4 stone loss. Now, kitchen roll method is get a bit of kitchen roll, right? Not a bit, get a roll of kitchen roll and you unravel one bit, you didn't see a difference. Now it's not until you're halfway through that roll and you start taking one strip off at a time, then you start to really notice the difference. So I say when I dropped about 4 stone, that's when I really noticed the difference in my body, like seeing myself. I noticed a difference feeling wise after the first month. Like, I'm not even joking, my bones felt so much better. I wasn't aching, my back wasn't sore, like I just felt less inflamed, if that made sense. Have you had your blood levels checked since being on Mounjaro? Yes, I have. So I am actually in contact with my doctor and I've been down a few times. They've done full sets of bloods on me. And my blood levels have always came back normal, which is good. So yes, my doctor's actually really good. He knows I'm on Mounjaro. He always is in awe at how much I've lost, and he has been super supportive, which is actually really nice, because I remember going to the doctor when I was 3 months postpartum and I wasn't even on Mounjaro, and I got diagnosed with edema in my feet and my legs, and it just wouldn't go away. I couldn't get into any shoes. All I could get into was a pair of sandals on the widest buckle, and we live in Scotland. It was pissing down with rain all the time and folk were looking at me and my big swollen feet. And even going up and down the stairs, my feet were killing me, my legs were killing me. And it was actually the nurse who was measuring me up for my compression stockings at the time that said, have you heard about Mounjaro? And I hadn't heard about Mounjaro, and she told me all about it. Oh, that looks like snotters. She told me all about it, and then I went on it for there. When I done my Voy forum the 2nd month, they asked me if I wanted to let my doctors know, and I chose to, and the doctors got in contact, so like asked how I was feeling, asked how much I had lost, and they've actually always been really supportive, so that is fabby. Can you share a typical week of what you eat in a day? Breakfast, lunch, dinner. I am going to start doing this more often now. I remember when I first started, I used to use the MyProtein. See, in Iceland, the MyProtein range, the frozen section that they have, was my best pal. So I used to get up in the morning. Now, obviously I was much bigger, so my calories were massive, even in a deficit. So in the morning, I used to have a protein shake, so like a clear whey protein shake, because I've never been a breakfast person. For lunch, I used to have maybe like, do you know, the Warburton small seeded bagel with bacon medallions, maybe some like an egg, or chicken skewers that you get out of Iceland. They are fab, high protein as well. And for my dinner, I used to have the MyProtein frozen selection. Now, I used to calorie count. I used to use Nutricheck calorie counting all throughout my journey. I only stopped probably in the last 6 months, because I feel like I know how much calories is in food now. But I feel like if you are just starting your journey, definitely calorie count, because I used to go into Tesco, pick up a meal deal, and my meal deal that I used to pick up was like 1,000 calories, and I would be hungry an hour later. So did you go to the gym whilst on Mounjaro? I didn't. So when I started, I was 3 months postpartum. Like I said, I had my wee boy. What I used to do is I used to get up, we used to try and go a long walk if we had to go to the doctors for any reason, anything like that. I just used to take the buggy. As my wee boy got bigger, he is on his feet, I'm just constantly running about with him. I did try and do personal training, but I done that for a couple of months and I found that it was very hard trying to juggle childcare, trying to juggle in between getting Alfie sorted, like so I just basically run about after my son 24/7, and that is the only exercise that I have been doing throughout. So I'm active to an extent, I would say. And as well, my wee boy, he just doesn't go down to bed, so I have to stand like this every single night for about half an hour every nap time and get him doing. So that is a good, I always say that's good exercise as well. Did you experience any is it plateaus? Plateaus? How did you get past them? So I did, you know, see when I was trying to get into the 11 stone, I think it took me 2 months to lose 3 pounds. But I just thought, do you know what, like, my body has lost a lot of weight, it's just trying to level itself out. I'm still doing everything right, just stick with it. I just stuck with it. And I remember when I did the personal training, so the guy that used to do mine and Scott's personal training, that was actually Scott's best pal, and we used to talk about Mounjaro quite a lot. And I said to him, I says, what do you recommend for if somebody is having a plateau? And he said, shock your body, have a takeaway. Like, sometimes your body just needs that wee shock. I have always had a Chinese every Saturday, so maybe that's why I've no plateaued loads. But I just keep doing what you're doing. Try and have a wee cheat meal, not even a cheat meal, just like a higher fat meal, and see if that kind of gets you out of that funk. I'm still very not well, like, oh. Do you have loose wobbly bits after losing weight? Yes, I do, and I am proud of them. So I'm going to show you my stomach. I put up a video not long ago of my stomach, but this is me sitting down, so you can see it at, it's not actually too bad considering I've lost 12 stone, so it's not too bad. You can see I always do this, so I always lift my stomach and think this is what I would look like if I had a tummy tuck. So you can see it there. It is what it is. I have had a kid, had a C-section. I was nearly 23 stone. So that's not bad. My arms, now these were really loose even when I was bigger. This has always been the biggest part of my body, so I'm very shocked that these aren't, I mean, they're bad, but they're not like really bad. Can you see? I didn't even think I've shaved my oxters. Well, let me just hide that oxter. So, I mean, they're bad, but nothing major. What gets me down is my boobs. So, can I show you my boobs on YouTube? Probably not. Let me try. I'm recording this at my window and I've not got any blinds. Right, okay. Let me try something. I've got a bra on the now, right? So that is totally fine. This is like the ugliest bra you've ever saw in your life. It's too big for me. Anyway, so this, my boobs, I've went from being a double D to probably a C cup. And I hate my boobs so much. I got a beautiful dress the other day for Housey CB, fitting me like a glove. It was the boobs that just looked like 2 dogs' ears. Anyway, look, wait till I show you. So, let me do this. Oh my God. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Oh, this bra. Why would I wear this bra? Anyway, look, so, can you see? That is just loose skin. That gets me down because I just didn't feel sexy. When I put a bra on, it's the loose skin comes out the sides. So I need them done. I would be happy just getting them done because it makes me so upset, like to the point where certain clothes I just can't wear. And I just want to feel sexy again. Like, I've lost all this weight, I just want to feel sexy. So my plan was to get these done this year, but obviously things happen. So maybe next year, maybe I'll get them done next year. But it's a lot of money, and as well I've got the wee boy, like recovery as well I have to think about. But It will happen, I just do not know when. How are you doing lately? You seem really happy. I got a lot of these messages like, are you okay? Stuff like that, and I do appreciate every single one of them. I put up a video the other night saying, I'm actually not alright. I am not okay. I am, don't get me wrong, like I have my days where I'm totally fine. But then I get my days where I just feel so alone, like very alone, and I miss family life, and I feel like I have caused this broken home, like I'm the one that walked out, I caused this. But I am actually doing alright. I'm doing alright, me and Scott's on really good terms, Alfie is absolutely thriving, but I do miss family life. I miss, like, we'd usually have like a wee family holiday booked, that's not happening. Thinking about what Christmas, I'm so unsure of what's going on with my life now. I'm just trying to, day by day, keep it positive and just keep things going in the right direction. I'm very stressed. I'm okay, I'm getting there, we will do this. Can we get a house tour? Why can I not speak? Can we get a house tour? It looks amazing. Yes, I need to do a video with a house tour, but to be fair, this in the bedroom is the only presentable room. I've still got Alfie in my bedroom. His bedroom hasn't even been painted. The kitchen, it's a new kitchen, but I want new flooring done, and the bathroom is tiny. I will do a house tour, but I'm in two minds about keep decorating this house because I private rent, and I don't know if other things are coming. I'm just going to leave it at that though. Decide what to wear. I love your style. Oh my god, I'll wing it. But I'm such a stressy person, right? My sister will tell you, see if we've got a night out, I try on about 5,000 outfits. Body dysmorphia, I don't think will ever leave me. I put things on and then I'm like, nah, or then I buy something and I'm like, that's perfect, I'll wear that my next night out, go to put it on, it's too big for me. So I do a lot of shopping on Vinted. That has been my go-to because it's cheap, and if you didn't like it or it doesn't fit you, just punt it on to the next person. So I find it really hard to dress. Like, there's so much thought that goes into my outfits, like it actually keeps me up at night. It keeps me up at night. But if you do want to get ready with me, you need to let me know because I need to try and get into fashion a wee bit, find myself. What skincare do you use? So I have just started using this new skincare. So we've got Medicube, which is really, really good. This is a triple collagen serum. I've got the PDRN Pink Collagen Exome shot. I actually got these off TikTok shop. I've ordered the jelly cream because I had that in like a wee sample and it was absolutely amazing. I used this the other night for the first time at night. This is all over TikTok as well. It's a collagen night wrapping mask and you put it on and it gives you glass skin and then you can just like peel it or wash it up in the morning. I put on some Bioma, has always been my go-to. If you've been following me for ages, I love Bioma so much. I rave about it all the time. So this is a hydrating serum and this is the sensitive retinol oil. So I've popped them on the night, and the Bioma barrier repair eye cream. So I'm very much a simple gal. I don't know what step goes on what step. I just put them on my face and hope for the best. Foundation and moisturiser do you wear? So foundation wise, I have been going through a bit of a different foundation. I just so the one that I'm absolutely loving is Vive's, oh my god, what's it called? Vive Complexion Balm. That is the go. Like, it's so good. Feels like you've got nothing on your skin. It builds up, like it is just dewy, it's beautiful. So that is my go-to. Or I like MAC Pro Longwear. Or I've started using a Be Perfect skin tint as well. That was really good. what I was using before though, and a lot of you were messaging me because I was putting on TikTok saying this colour changing foundation by Mounjaro, you were saying, is that actually good, or are you just like flogging that off? Oh my god, I've used the full bottle. It was super easy just for like work. So because the Skin Nova, the Vive foundation, that's a wee bit expensive, so I didn't want to be using that to work. So I used to use that Mounjaro for work, and it was absolutely brilliant. And I've been using the Be Perfect skin tint as well. So I kind of just like go through, see whatever I've got in my makeup bag, whatever's on offer, I just shove it on my face. What are your New Year goals, resolutions? Do you know what, like this year, it was actually really sad because so I left my partner on the day before New Year's Eve, and I walked out, I think it was like 9 o'clock at night, and I went to my mum's, and I remember New Year's Eve, I was putting Alfie down. My mum was in bed, and I was just in the spare room, like first New Year's Eve ever. We weren't having a party, we weren't celebrating, and I was like, this year is my year. This is my year to focus on me, to focus on Alf, to focus on everything good in life. Last year was a shit year. Like, didn't get me wrong, like it had its good bits, but I lost my dad. It was just, obviously all this stuff happened, but there was so much positives, and this year I am going to see it as glass half full. I'm going to grab every opportunity that I can by the horns, and I'm going to try and just experience life if I can and just be happy. Also, a lot of you have asked about my panelling that was done on my walls by my brother-in-law, and asked if he does homers. Now, my brother-in-law isn't a joiner, so I say to him, I'm like, you should make up a Facebook page or an Instagram and do it for folk, because he's so good. But he's like, nah, I'm not a joiner, like, what fuck somebody else's up, like, it's alright if I just miss a bit on yours. But no, he doesn't do anybody else's, but I think he should. So I think he's just fabulous. That's all the questions. I got so many lovely wee comments, like just being really nice, and I appreciate that so much. Like, I do try my hardest to get back to everybody. I get so many messages and I didn't want to be rude, but hopefully I've answered some questions. Hopefully I've not gabbed on too much, but I can actually hear my ex outside with my wee boy, so I better love yous and leave yous. But hopefully you stayed around to the end of this video, and if you want more like this, then just let me know, because it was actually quite nice sitting for half an hour just talking to myself and talking to you guys. But yes.